we all want to know that we're powerful. Like nobody likes to feel helpless in their own life. You know what I mean? Whether they acknowledge that or not. And so I believe that the more I share this information, then the more people that will latch on to it and the more people that will heal because we need healing. And that's why I speak to Black men in particular, because I recognize the need in that area. And it's based on my life experience. There were no men. The men did not show up. You know what I mean? I like just the other day we had a snowstorm. I'm outside shoveling snow. That's my whole life. Like, not that I've been shoveling snow my whole life, but whatever it was that needed to be done, it was me. And if there was support for me, it was from other women who were single. You know what I mean? So it's like really this acknowledgement that the men didn't show up, but it's not because the men didn't want to. It's because they were hurting. And with the male psyche, the way they respond when feeling inadequate is to flee. You know what I mean? So the men, when they're not there, it's because they're hurting. It's not because they don't want to be there. And the thing is, with women, we're very different. We can endure pain. I feel like it has to do with childbirth. It's like we just understand some shit hurts, you just got to go through it. Like, so we're still standing there. And so for me, I feel like I've never let go of the hope that good men exist, that men and women belong with each other. And so as I reach out to the men, because we need you, you know what I mean? I acknowledge my own need for men to be the leaders, to be strong, to do the man's work, fix the house. You know what I mean? And not that it's only for that, but yeah, stuff like that. Like certain stuff is the male role. And I acknowledge that because I've had to do it myself. And it's done a number on my mindset and on my psyche and, you know, my self-worth. And so these are aspects of what I'm healing from. But I desire for the men to be able to show up in their leadership role because that's the only way that our community will heal. You know, as the men show up, they assume their position of value because they're tremendously valuable and needed. Then the women can be in their appropriate role. You know, because my whole life I feel like I've been out of alignment because I'm taking on these masculine attributes, not because I want to, but because I have to. And then getting to a place you don't know how to turn them off. You don't even know who you are. Like, you can't even interact appropriately with the opposite sex because you're all over the place. You know, and so that's part of my story and my experience. And I recognize the value of Black men. And I really desire to just say that and to call them out and to call them forth and to acknowledge their pain that this is hard out here. You know what I mean? This life is hard. And I see you. I see you. And I desire for you to be all that you can be.